and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop quick tip. Today we're going to do a creative edit of sorts. We're going to go ahead and take a portrait and we're going to do what I call the bronze skin effect, where we darken the skin and it gives it that almost charcoal or bronze look. Okay, it can be very artistic. Nice way to do some high fashion portraits. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is for safety purposes, we need to make a copy of the background layer. So Command or Control J, and that puts a duplicate copy. Okay, and that's just for protection. And we'll just turn off the bottom layer, and this way, if anything ever goes wrong, we're protected with the original image. All right, so now that we have that, I need to isolate her from the background. Okay, so that when we do the bronzing effect, that we only affect her and not the background or anything else in the picture. So we'll go up to Select and we'll use Subject. And Adobe has done a fine job. Okay, they've made selections just so easily. It's amazing. And now that I have this selection going, I'm not even going to worry about refining it for this. I'm just going to automatically make a new layer, Command or Control J, and that pops her up on a layer all by herself. If I turn off the background layer, you can see we've cut her out of that onto her own layer. And this is what we're going to work on to do the skin bronzing. All right, so here we go now. So first thing I need to do is I need to put this thing to a black and white. So I can do an adjustment layer, or I could just desaturate the image. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you go to Image, oh, excuse me here. I had a phone call that distracted me. I apologize for that. Okay, so what we would do, we're unsaturating the photo. So we'll just go ahead and bring up a black and white. We need to remove the color. Okay, and I'll just hit Auto. And so that puts us down to a black and white image on her. Okay, and I'm going to make it to a clipping mask by hitting this little arrow here. That means the changes are only going to hit the layer below. So it's only going to affect the layer with her. All right. So now that we have it black and white and we removed all the color, now we can work on the bronzing effect. And the bronzing effect is so easy. It's done with a single layer, a levels layer, as a matter of fact. So you can go up to your levels, and now you have your layers there. And for those of you that are not familiar with the levels, this is your histogram of the image. On the left here, we have the black point, and on the right side, we have the white point, and of course, in the middle, we have the midpoint. And these triangle sliders at the bottom are what we slide back and forth to make adjustments with the image. The bar below it is the output bar, and that's your absolute black to absolute white, and how we slide these affects the overall output. Okay, so let's turn around and bring some bronzing in. I'm going to first bring the midtones, and I'm watching what happens to the skin. Okay, and again, there's no right or wrong. Okay, it's taste. This is an artistic process, so what I do, you may hate, but again, when you're in control of the sliders, you do it to your tastes. So I've driven the midpoint over to the right. I'm going to bring the white point back over a little bit. Okay, not too much. I'm looking for the effect of the bronzing of the skin. And now the overall output, I'm going to slide that over, and that's going to cause the bronzing to deepen. Okay, and again, how far you go is up how far you slide the sliders. Okay, so I'm going to go for my tastes approximately right there. Okay, nice bronze effect on the skin. Okay, so now that we have this, we need to jump down to the layer below her, or the subject, and I want to put a solid background color in here. So I'm just going to come up and I'm going to go solid color, and I'm going to head and select black, and there we are. Now you can see now we've already gone from a very artistic looking photo now. Still a little bit light in the skin, but you'll notice there's a side effect to this. Because we selected the subject on the masking, we're losing the hair detail. And it's not a big deal. We just simply need to fix that. And to do that, we need to click on the mask of the levels. All right. You notice it's in white. So we're going to be painting in black. So make sure your color's in black, and make sure your paintbrush is nice and soft. Okay. Make sure you're doing a zero hardness. Make sure you're flowing. You know, I recommend about 10 to 20, depending on the thing is your flow. And just do some strokes over to bring the hair detail back. Okay. You notice how I'm doing this? I'm just carefully painting in the hair color back into the image. And again, it's an artistic taste, but I just want to bring that detail back. Okay. So let's turn around and now show the before and after of this technique here. All right. There's what we started with, and there's what we ended up on. And again, it's all about artistic impressions, and that's the whole point of photography. You know, photography is not just about picking up the camera and pushing the button and calling it a day. Okay? Photography is about being creative, and that means everything from how you took the picture, what positions you took it from, what levels, what heights, and as well as coming into the digital darkroom here and then being artistically driven. Now, the skin is a little bit on the light side to me, actually. I'm going to try to do a little more bronzing. So I'm just going to see if I can do a bronzing here. And one of these things is you'll definitely wind up coming back in and changing it after you've looked at it for a while. But there you go. There's the skin bronzing effect, done with a couple layers. And again, there's the before, and there's the after. And I think we've done a very nice job of the artistic touch. We've taken it from a normal studio shot, and we put an artistic spin on it. So, all right, so hopefully you enjoyed this. Till next week, you guys take care.